Once in a train, there was a father and two daughters. They were going to Rome for pilgrimage. The year is 1870. And in these trains are the other pilgrims, and they like to be entertained. So they started playing card games, also known as card parties, where it starts with cards, then gets drinking, and becomes very, very rowdy. One of the men invited the father, hey, join us, play some cards with us. The father explained quietly that we're really not that good at playing these cards. You can just enjoy yourselves. The men wasn't very happy. They got annoyed at this kind of answer and said, what? You're too holy for us? You're good thing there's very few Pharisees in the world. This is what the men said in front of the children. The father became very sad and quietly said, we would like to spend this time just praying before we reach Rome for the pilgrimage. But he said that quietly without the modern snide remarks. The man, of course, didn't like that. So, but later, he extended a hand to shake with the father, and the father started acting very, very pleasant to this man, to the point that the man probably thought, did he forget what I just said? I called him a Pharisee, or maybe he didn't hear what I said. Bottom line is, the man got miffed. He didn't get his fight, and the family went on the trip happily. Of course, the story here has something to do with this quote from Saint Therese of Lisieux. I wanted my face, like the face of Jesus, to, as it were, hidden and unrecognized. I long to suffer and be forgotten. This is chapter 7 from her book, Story of a Soul. Now, what does that mean? Well, the page before that says, until then, I had known nothing of the richness of the treasures of the Holy Face, and that it was you, sister, who made me acquainted with them. Saint Therese needed her sister to explain this, the richness of the treasures of the Holy Face, which is the condition worth coveting, which is to want to be ignored and regarded as nothing, and to find joy in contempt of who? Of self. Pause. Think about that for a while. This should be such a revolutionary and probably unacceptable sentence, but it's in the book, Story of the Soul. What does she mean? The whole story that I gave you is what she means, because the dad is Louis Martin, her father, and this girl, Therese, before she became a nun, Saint Therese of Lisieux. This is a true story of what happened to them in that train going to Rome. So, Saint Therese of Lisieux, pray for us. Happy feast day. God bless. Make sure you subscribe. If ever you see this, do a follow. I'll see you later.